Hey everybody, I was just kind of hopping in after work and just wanted to see who was on. Just watched Bill and Scott from Controversial Cruising and Warmstrong Adventures and just wanted to see what everybody was doing. That live was a good live about Margaritaville. I don't know if you saw it, but it was awesome. Made me think about going to Margarita cruises. But I just wanted to see what everybody's doing. We're all on this track for watch hours, right? So um, you know, you know how it goes. We've got to be on live. Let's see if I can get anybody in here. Um, so I've been kind of just thinking about our future cruises, and I know Clock kind of made a joke the other day about, how far in advance I book hotels, and that's just because I sometimes like to see. I like to just go ahead and get it on the book, and then if I change my mind or something, that's fine. I usually do the, hold it for now and then pay later through Expedia or something. But I was just kind of wondering, like, how far in advance do you book your hotels? Because I'm already trying to book for the end of next year's hotels. Hey, Randacita, hope you're doing well. Hey, Bama. Hey, if either of you want to hop on and join me up here. Hey, Bruce. I can drop the link. I just didn't want to, I was just going to be on here for a little bit. I'm not planning to stay for hours or anything. I know there's a good lineup this afternoon, but I didn't see anybody currently on. And I thought, hey, I could use some watch hours. So I dropped the link if Bama or Ocean or Randacina, you want to hop on and join me. But I was just kind of wondering, I again with the hotels, like you never know what events are going to come up, like what's going to happen. So I always like to book it. I was just wondering how many days in advance do you book your hotel for your cruise? Hey, Cajun Country Travels, how you doing? I hear you have a challenge going on. If you want to put that in the comments. Hey, Bud Files. I hope y'all are doing well. Y'all are always on great adventures. I see. That's me too. I never feel complete until the hotel is booked. That's me too. It's like if we're flying or we've got we're staying in a hotel. I feel like I've got to just go ahead and do it because if not, it's like we need. It's just I can pay on them later. I just need to know that they're booked. Just like the cruise, right? Hey, Pete. I hope you're doing well. I heard you have a trip coming up. I would love to hear about it. You don't have to put it in our chat today, but eventually, as you're in, if you would like to talk about your trip, that's awesome. So, how's everybody's Thursday going or Friday Eve? Anybody off work tomorrow? Get a 3-day weekend? Hey, Clock. Hey, Clock, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. And I pay for StreamYard, so you can stream to your hours if you want. I know you said you had some things going on, but if you want. Hey, Sean. Oh, you're about to start your work day. Yeah. Unfortunately, when ours is ending, yours is starting Friday morning. So you're already ready. Just what, 8 more hours for you? Y'all have like the traditional 8 to 5 with a lunch break, or 9 to 6 or whatever it is. Bama. Bama, I'm going to message you later out of here. I want to see if you got something in the mail. Yeah, one day. Well, Bama, I don't know how you do it. Like you're out in the heat, hard work. Every time I watch your channel, which is at least a couple times a week, I'm like I don't. It makes me feel like I could be doing more. It definitely makes me feel like why did I feel too lazy to go pick up whatever in the yard? Watching you're amazing. Oh, everybody's saying hi. Well, cool. Well, I can't believe y'all hopped on to say hello to me. I love it. You never know when you're going live. It's like, is anybody going to show 5? But y'all always show so much love to us, and I know I'm behind on comments for our videos, but I want to make sure to say that I'm slow on comments because I go watch your channel and make sure I'm keeping up. And, I'm a couple of weeks behind, but just know if you're making a comment to us or you're showing us love, I definitely want to be that channel that does the same. So just know if I'm late on a comment, I'm there. But I have a friend. Hi, buddy.
How are you doing?
Well, I live in the dream.
Yeah.
Just, uh, well, I logged off work a little early, and I watched Bill and Scott and their awesome, talk about Margaritaville. Made me want to go book another cruise. Um,
How many
I
do you
didn't know
guys
they had
have?
a kids
How
club.
many do you guys have booked right now?
Well, do you count clocks as one or two?
Well, depends on if you're going on both of them, then that's two.
Okay, so we have six booked.
Nice.
I had to
We
count
have
them.
we have what do we have? One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, we got six too.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
good. I don't feel so bad.
Uh, oh no, we got seven. We got seven.
Oh,
I
good.
almost I almost forgot the most important one, which is our Alaska cruise.
Oh, I counted that one.
Yeah, I forgot that one. So
I I yeah. I mean, that's not bad though, right? Six, 7 cruises. I
yeah,
remember one time when I didn't have any.
yeah. I wish it was more. I am so waiting for the day when we are uh, by some cruise ports where we can drive because it definitely will be a lot more because we can take those last minute, those pack and go rates that can be really really good.
I'm stalking those right now because I know I've kind of talked about my personal life a little bit about being laid off in May, and I'm going through the hunt for a new job. Just been working my part-time job, and anyways, I've been going through the interview process on a few hopefuls, and I know it's going to be a little bit before I can go cruising. So I've been kind of, as I move further along in the interview process and fingers crossed, I'm like, maybe I'll book maybe Chloe and I will just hop on a 4 day just real quick so I can get that platinum status. Um,
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. We would love to just do some weekend or 3 or 4 day cruises and
yes.
stuff. It's just they don't do those out of Seattle, and so it takes with flights. It's really hard for me to go on especially a short cruise, and the flights more than the cruise.
Right,
I have a tough time with that one.
right. So I'm going to read some comments here so I don't get too far behind. Um, Sean saying he's a business owner, so 9 to 5, more like 25 hours a day. That is true. When you own your own business, the work never stops, and you actually work harder than if you weren't a business owner. Hey, Scrow's Nest. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Z. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Embarkation Unknown Nation. I hope you're doing well. That's Andrew's other channel.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I was wondering if that was Andrew. I'm like, I saw that. I'm like,
yeah, he has a second channel which I think has one subscriber, and it's me. Um, it's it's his. He was going to start doing ghost hunts and stuff, and I was like, "You're not putting that on our crew channel." So he
well,
created that.
we've got the booze cruise coming up, and Clock is putting together a ghost tour, and I got to be honest with you, I'm so excited for that, and I hope we actually see something or feel something. I seriously, I don't care if it's the walking to a cemetery. I want to see something.
That'd be, yep. That's not something I'm really into, but I hope for those who are. I don't like to. I don't like to. Go looking for spirits and stuff. I know, but those who do go. Andrew is one who does. He wants to stay at like the Emily Morgan Hotel in San Antonio, and do all
I
those
want
things?
to. Next time we cruise out of Long Beach, we are going to stay in the Queen Mary. We are
He
going
wanted to do that too
to
for the
stay as
Hawaii
long as.
cruise.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know why, but that stuff just fascinates me. I follow some of the YouTube channels like uh, from Australia. I think it's Duff Duff Paranormal,
yes.
and her community, and that stuff just fascinates me. I was watching a video of her the other day, and she was in she was showing a cabin, um, that, and she's talking about all these people that have died in there and everything, and they don't know if it's haunted or not. But that stuff just, I don't know why, but it fascinates
Oh, I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I had a couple of encounters, and I just feel like let's not bring them to us. Like I know that I believe they're there. I will say that, and I'm one of those people. It's like please just do what you got to do, but just
me.
don't bother me.
Yeah, but you know what? There has been some weird things happen in our house. I've always wondered because we will hear things and no one else is home except for Cindy and I, and the dogs are sound asleep. But there's been times when just out of the blue, the dogs are staring at a spot and start just barking, and we're like,
Right.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. No. No. I'm gonna say hello, Tiffany. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe up there. Hey, Sherry. It was good. It was good chatting with you earlier today during your lunch. Some people are saying hello to each other. Let's see. I don't want having Bruce help me pay my trip for next year. Or
Absolutely, Jason.
plan, not pay. Plan.
Yeah, I can help you plan. I don't know about the pay part, but I definitely can. Just email me, message me. Absolutely can help you with that. That is one thing, and I want to thank everyone. There's people in the chat that have reached out to me and you got, this is an awesome community, and
It
they've
is.
really embraced us on our travel agency side, and I am so thankful for everybody, because our goal is to be full time at it within the next year to 2 years, and it's really going that way, and I can't thank everybody enough for that.
I 100% agree. Um, you see people who, they just embrace you for you, and when you start a YouTube journey like with me, it was like, do we really want to put ourselves out there? Like, what about you have questions, right? And then it's like, is anybody even going to watch us? And even the other day, I was like, is anybody going to care? But then, you have like everybody here in the chat. I mean, they're just awfully amazing. And every one of these channels, I can tell you, I've watched and enjoyed their story and their journey, and it's just amazing. And I hope everybody is dropping hashtag nation to share with each other. If you see a channel you maybe think you're subscribed to or not subscribed to, and you want to be like, make sure you're connecting.
Absolutely, and it is this, and I've said it many times that the the cruising slash travel community is so different than so many of the other communities. When I'm watching, the cruising travel community is the most supportive of everybody than
Yeah.
I've seen in any other, in everything, all the other communities and stuff. They really seem to be cutthroat, and I'm not going to share information because it's a competition thing. But within our community, it's a support system, and that's what I love so much about it. And everyone that we have made friends with, and yeah, it's a fantastic community,
It
and
is.
so I just appreciate everyone and love everyone, and it's been a wild ride, since we started this, because we weren't sure how it was going to go either. But yeah, the community is just fantastic.
It really truly is. Let's see how. Hello, Graphene One. Hello. holography. If I said your name wrong, please, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Andrew, you and Jennifer and Cindy and I need to book a Mexican Riviera cruise together, and then we're going to stay at the Queen Mary the night before.
Me and Chloe will stay at Disneyland, and then y'all go have fun at Queen Mary, and I'll meet you on the ship the next morning.
And my understanding is they do ghost tours or tours like at night, like at midnight and stuff like that. That's just fascinates me.
Oh boy. Andrew, I'm telling you, opposites attract, right? He would so be down for that.
Cindy doesn't like this stuff either.
Okay, well, Cindy, Chloe, and I will go stay. It doesn't have to be Disneyland, but we'll go stay somewhere with like a nice spa, and you and Andrew go channel the whatever you got, the spirits in the other worlds, and just let us know how it goes.
Hello? And I like I said, it does fascinate me. But if something truly ever happened with an encounter, I know that I would have to change my pants, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like if you feel like something touched you, no thanks.
But, I am going to make a confession on here. It's something that nobody knows about me. When I was 8 years old, I actually had an encounter with Bigfoot out here in Washington State.
Really?
Yeah, and I've never told. Well, my family knows, but outside of that, yeah, we were at my uncle's. We were out in the Blue Mountains, which is it's Washington side and Oregon side and Idaho and stuff at the Blue Mountains. And we were up there. My uncle has a cabin up there, and we were up there cutting wood with everyone. And yeah,
wow,
it was interesting. Yeah, it was. And to this day, I know I saw something.
I believe it. I mean, I do. This is maybe going to be a little weird for me, but it's like, I'm sorry, my mom, she always calls like right when I go live. I believe there's things out there greater than us, and whether it's Bigfoot, ghost, aliens, spirits, I believe a lot. There's a lot of things anyways, I find that very, I don't want to say interesting, but like neat, like that's cool. Like I feel like I've had a ghost encounter. I mean, like one time I remember, I swear somebody was walking across our yard. I mean, to the point where like it woke me up. I looked out the window and I saw somebody walking across our yard. And what do? I go outside, because that's what all people should do when they see strangers in their yard, right? But it like the person disappeared, and I still can't figure it out for the life of me. Like I think it was, but again, I know that this may not be a conversation for some, and I get that too. But hey, maybe drop a comment. Like, do you believe in? Do you like ghost hunting and spirits, or are you like me and be like, no, y'all have fun and go do your thing?
Yeah,
I see
but
somebody.
it's interesting you had mentioned aliens, and the NASA, they all did that releasing of information, stuff like that. But I had heard a commentator say that if we think that we are the only people in the universe, we're fooling ourselves. We think we're the only people, whatever around. And I was like, that makes sense.
Well, think about cruise ships. I mean, we don't know what we're sailing over. We only have discovered certain amount, so.
Absolutely. Some of the, you don't know. I mean, when you go down a mile or 2 miles deep into the ocean and stuff, absolutely. There's things under there that still have not been discovered.
Right. Stopping by to say hello. Hello, Danny D. Let's see. Aw, thank you. I think he's talking about you, Bruce.
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Well, my chat just jumped. Yeah, I know. Y'all always talk about the chat jumping, and then I see it happen to me, and I'm like, oh, I lost where I was.
Yeah, when you try to scroll whatever, and I don't know if if we hit it just the right spot or whatever, but all of a sudden it's like just bumps up. It's like, oh man.
Right. Hi, Songbits Laura. Hope you're doing good. JD. Hello. Oh, yo. We have Eddie. Everybody's saying hi. I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll through. Z saying he's tired. Hi, Z. Oh, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Oh, hit that like y'all. You're missing a bunch. All right. I see I have somebody in my basement. Do you have prime time? You don't have prime time? He's not answering me. Maybe he's not paying attention. You're welcome. Let's see. Sorry if I missed your comment.
You know who it is in your basement?
I do.
Oh, okay. And you said prime time, so it's got to be Z.
It's Z. I was making sure he's ready before I bring him up here. Oh, he's doing the. Hey Z, how are you doing?
Have you ever heard the word sore? To be sore?
Why are you sore?
Today, day 4 of my massive workout.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Well, first things first. I didn't warm up like I was supposed to. I get to the gym and the guy said, "Hey, we need somebody to clean the sweep the gym." And I wasn't ready for that. You see on my video, I'm doing this video of my workout. And you see me sweeping the gym. Now I had not warm up or anything, so after I got done with that, my back was killing me. You know, it was crying.
Right.
So I had to sit down for 15 minutes to get started. But these 4 days are murdered. I have never been so tired and so sore in years. So yeah, I am here. What's going on, Brucey? Bruce.
What?
What's going on?
I've been busy. Doing like I had mentioned earlier with our travel side of things. I've been really, really busy with that. And again today, working on some bookings and working on all the group cruises we have going on right now. I'm working on the hotel blocks with all of the get us some pretty good group rates. So
Good.
I've been working on that all day.
Yes. So it's less than 150 days to the greatest cruise of all time.
I think you mean 156, don't you?
Yeah, Jennifer has 157, I think.
Right.
156. But yes, I have booked a hotel room down there in Galveston. The Marriott. Yeah, the Marriott.
Your cruise is in 157 days?
No, it's 149.
Oh, so it's 156 to the greatest cruise of all time.
Yeah, for Jennifer.
Yeah, he's on that tester cruise.
He's on the tester cruise.
Yeah, he's on the one where they make sure everything's sealed correctly, you know.
Yeah, I'm on the one that hopefully it doesn't sink.
Well, hey Z, at least the Jubilee did their first float out this week.
Right.
Oh, that was last Friday, dude. A little bit too late. I knew that.
Well, Z, do you have prime time today?
This is my prime time right here.
Oh no, you should.
I'm so tired. I might do it. It just. I had to go to bed at 9 o'clock to get ready for my get some sleep to get my workout. Cause basically, it's stretching out, do free weights, and then try to do at least 30 minutes on the bike. And that bike is yeah.
Right.
So I do free weights before I do that because I don't want to strain my back and then I'm on that. Oh, I'm on that dreadful keto diet. So basically, no carbs, no taste, and I'm trying to keep it under 1,000 calories a day. So for lunch, I had broccoli, cauliflower, and corn, and one slice of hot dog cut up.
Right.
That's all I had for lunch today. So for the past 3 days, just to get ready for this cruise.
We're hoping that you keep doing well and keep
Yeah, so I'm
even
filming
if
it.
nobody's watching, you keep doing what you got to do. That way, you're healthy for the cruise and can pay it off.
Yes, and it also helps my watch hours, so it's pretty good. Yeah, and also it's hot. Oh, next week it's gonna hot, Bruce. So if your kids down here in Texas, expect a huge electric bill. They're talking about 106 to 107
Yeah.
actual temperature.
Z, this is a cruising show. We're going to talk about cruising. We're not going to talk about anything like that.
Well, the temperature?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, by the way, yeah. Derek and Amanda are on the breeze. They're getting ready to leave right now. Well, y'all know that the breeze is in Galveston, and basically they're giving out free water.
Yeah, it's hot.
Because it's way too hot. So.
Oh no.
Anyway, the cruise, working out for the cruise. Because the Jubilee is a huge ship, my friend said I can't run a scooter, so I had to get back in shape. So, yeah. It's all good.
The Jubilee is going to be I can't wait for that ship. It's going to be it'll be our first Excel class ship, and I'm excited for it.
Yes,
in the celebration and the Mardi Gras.
Right, I agree. But I'm more excited about the Utopia. Honestly, I was really excited about the Jubilee, but we've talked about it. I'm gonna be honest about it. We've talked about it way too much, in my opinion. And it's like it's a third one, and I'm excited to go on it. Don't get me wrong. But when I see the Utopia and the Oasis class, I've never personally been on that. So I'm excited for that. Those who have probably been on Oasis, they're like, that's another Oasis ship, kind of how I feel about Jubilee. But again, cruise ship is a cruise ship, and I'm very excited for cruising. But
I agree. That's why I am excited. Probably the one that I'm most excited about is the Norwegian Breakaway and then the Encore, because I haven't been on any Norwegian ships yet. So I'm really excited for that.
Right. Hey,
hello. Yes, the Norwegian cruise ship. That would be the next thing I'll do after the Jubilee. The 24-hour bar and restaurant and the go-kart races. Can you imagine me in a go-kart race?
Right.
How do they determine people? There's going to be a lot of people who have been drinking, and that's a definition of drinking and driving.
Right.
So how do they keep that under control? Do they have to do a breath test before you go to go-kart? Or you might have to ask Eddie about that.
Right.
He said he's a champion to go-kart on his cruise.
Right.
That's what
Yep. Cluck, how you doing?
Okay. A little hot here.
Oh no. Are you still trying to get your AC in?
They are working on it right now. Should be done by the end of the night.
Oh, good. So, Clock, how are we on the watch hours?
Hold on 1 second. I think I got you.
Yeah, I hear an echo. I may have to start muting people.
So, watch hours. Let me refresh my page. I didn't get a whole lot last night. And they had already stolen 14 from me.
Woo.
39.28, so 72.
72.
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty close. I know you were closer at 60, right? Or 80.
I was at like, well, I was on no, I think I was at 69 at one point or something like that, or I don't know.
Wow. So, Clock, I hear you have a group cruise next year. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. I was watching us on your feed, and I'm like, why is my mouth way behind? So, Utopia of the Seas, September 13th through the 20th of 2024. The ship will get all the bugs worked out, and then we'll be getting on it about 2 months after it comes out, roughly. It's a back-to-back. It's the 13th through the 16th, and then the 16th through the 20th. Mr. Bruce up there is running it. So, and we have a Facebook page. If anybody wants to join, if they're thinking about going on the cruise, send a request, and we will let you in. It's Utopia of the Seas, September 13th to the 16th, group cruise. That should be all you need to put in for the Facebook. It should pop right up. And the prices are listed on there, and as well as Bruce's contact information. So if you'd like
to... we are, I'm in the process of getting a block of rooms for, I'm not going to do for the 16th, but I will do for I'm working on the 13th right now, just for the 13th cruise.
You saying for awesome. Another block of rooms?
Yeah, I'm going to set up a block of rooms for the 13th, the 13th. I've emailed like 4 or 5 different hotels, and we're just working on who's going to give us the best deal.
Oh, you're talking about hotel rooms. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if you're pulling more cabins in.
I haven't yet. I pulled more in for the 13th. I haven't done for the 16th yet. So we've got some good space still available. So people that want to book it, it's a good time.
I'm excited. Like I said just before Clock came out, I'm excited for this cruise. I think it's going to be a good time.
It is. I wish we could go. I just don't know if it's going to work because we have a Princess Cruise booking, and we had changed that a while ago because we were originally going to go in February, but people weren't able to go, so we backed it up to the first week. I think we're doing the first or second week of September right now. I was trying to change that, but a couple of the people we were going with, a couple of the couples, can't change it. So I'm like, okay. So, because I would love to go on that with you guys. I think it's going to be a blast.
We completely understand, but hope you keep trying.
We'll see you on the booze cruise, and then they'll see you on the
well, we have the Alaska cruise.
Yep.
Alaska's gonna be fun. I've been looking at things for Alaska. I'm ready. I want to say hi to Will G. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're not staying too warm here in Texas. Hello, La Jones. Everybody saying hello to each other. If I missed you, please don't get upset. Just type it again. The chat's moving pretty fast for me. Bama is saying we have the big dogs on. I would say we've got a good crew here.
Except for Clock.
Oh.
I got you, Billy.
Billy.
And then you have Clock. I didn't even see that part. I was sorry, Clock. All you need.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
I know. And there's Eddie. Good to see you. Yeah. Cruise and Cozies. Hey, how are you doing? In Nebraska, it's hotter. Ooh. It's hotter than Bama Nola mowing a backyard with gators running loose. Oh my, that sounds hot.
Yeah.
And Bill, if y'all didn't catch Armstrong Adventures, Mr. Bill, and Controversial
Mr.
Cruising Scott's live about an hour ago, talking about the Margaritaville at Seas, you need to go check it out because it kind of, that live changed my opinion kind of about Margaritaville, like hearing Scott's perspective of going and some of the, you unfortunately, the internet, sometimes we only hear the bad, right? Like, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. But hearing Scott's perspective kind of changed my mind a little bit. I'm not going to give away all of it because you need to go watch their live because they're both awesome and they do a great show. I love their show. So go check out Armstrong Adventures and Controversial Cruisins live. And speaking of, lives and new shows, Clock, I hear we have one on Saturday.
Yes, we do. It's a show to help promote small channels. Anybody with less than 1,000 subscribers can get. If you want to email me, I'll put my email in the chat. Right now, this week is booked, but we're going to do it once a month. We'll see how this week works, and it may change up, may go a little longer the next time. It all depends on what kind of reception we have for it. I already actually have one or two for next week as well. I mean, next month as well. So it looks like it's hitting off pretty good. But we're going to do 3 hours. And we're going to highlight 3 channels. They're going to come on with us. We're going to do a little interview with them for an hour, have them answer some questions from the audience, and then the next hour, the next channel, and so on and so forth. And hopefully it'll get some recognition for your channel and see how it works.
Yes, and I have to give props to Sherry from Destination Fun. She and I were talking about a different topic, and she brought this idea up, and I loved it. And then we talked to she talked to Clock too, and when you're a small channel, there's a lot of and we're still small, but there's that frustration of like, is the YouTube algorithm going to find me? Am I ever going to get to 50 subscribers so I can go live? There were so many things that Andrew and I had a channel almost a year before we found the cruising community. And boy, if I knew what I know now 2 years ago, our channel probably would have been different. But, and that's what's great about, bringing, I think of channels like Bama. I'm going to use you as an example because, Bama, he posts the video every day. The algorithm's finding him, but he still needs that little bit of help. He needs those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So he's a perfect candidate to come on the show, highlight to maybe a new audience, and get some new friends. Cruising Koozies, you're another one. Great channel. Just went on Alaska adventure, and it's just connecting with each other and just getting to know each other. I will say I'm going to highlight Clock's email here, so that way, if you are interested in being on a future show, this week we've already secured the spots, and we're not going to release who it is because we want you to come watch and support them. But email Clock and let him know that you're interested, and that way, maybe if we get a lot of interest, we can figure out a different way for a future show. If there's 8 or 9 channels, maybe we can come up with a different way to do it, and that way everybody gets love. Let's see. Sorry, that was my rant. Sorry. Yeah.
She explains it better than me.
No, I don't. So Traveling Czech is my uncle. Yesterday before Bill's show, he had 19 subscribers. He has a shark video. I mean, I'm not going to go swim with sharks. It's Shark Week, but I like watching on Discovery Channel, but that's about as close as I want to get when I'm in the water, right? But Tony, he's a master diver, and so he went. If you ask him what his favorite port is, he says Freeport. Who says that? Who says Freeport? Tony does because of his experience with the sharks. So he's got an awesome video, but it's not being found, because he's 19 subscribers, just new to the algorithm. And so it's channels like him that, we want to definitely promote and help grow. And if you're not connected, we have #Nation. So if you see somebody and you're like, hey, I don't know if I'm subscribed to them, type #Nation, and then that way your channel link will drop and hopefully they will connect with you. Clock, it's #Clock. Z.
I'm not streaming right now.
You're not streaming? Okay. And then Bruce, are you streaming?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I'm making sure you're getting all the watch hours.
I appreciate that. I see 2 people streaming. So Z, is that both your channels?
Yes.
Okay. So then Z, if you're watching from Z, #ZMan.
You don't have to do the hashtag. Just type in #ZMan and #Zima. Because
Okay.
I'm old. So.
Zima.
Yeah, so y'all, Jennifer knows what I'm talking about.
I've had a few Zimas in my life, that's for sure.
So, did y'all hear the news about the Jubilee get the new tail?
Do what?
The new tail. What a Jubilee.
Yep.
I saw that. Clock, it came in the mail?
Yep.
Awesome. I was going to ask you. That means Bama and Traveling Czech should have got theirs too. Let's see. Oh, Tony said he's up. Traveling Czech is uploading a shark video from St. Kitts. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
And that.
Speaking of sharks, did you see that one last night? Air Jaws, Jennifer?
No, I was on lives, and then I was with Chloe, and we had dinner and did all the mom things, get in the bath, trying to get her into bed early.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had great whites that jump out of the water, and New Zealand and South Africa has it, and these are not little sharks. These are not little sharks. They're like big monsters, like 12 to 50 feet, jumping out of the water. Now, would you do an excursion like that, be in a cage and you see those things? So I would.
Right. Well,
I have my camera too.
I would love to see that from a boat, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, I love sharks and stuff. I would maybe. Okay, Cruise Nuts yesterday was talking about swimming with the whale sharks. That's something I looked at because that looks fun. But I also am like, when you start thinking about, they're like the size of a car or bus. I'm sorry, he said a school bus. You're swimming next to something. Think about you're swimming next to a school bus. I mean, it's a little intimidating. Bruce, how do you feel about that?
I don't know if I mean, we love snorkeling, and that's one of our favorite excursions on most of our cruises. We at least try to do one snorkeling excursion. We try to, if it looks like it's good, we'll watch videos of what we're thinking of doing and seeing if we think it's going to be a good one or not. I'm not sure about swimming with sharks. I remember, I'm trying to think, we were in Jamaica and we were on a snorkeling excursion, and it wasn't a shark, but there was a barracuda that was probably no further away than 20 to 30 feet. And that was intimidating, just seeing that thing, and you could tell it was watching you and everything, and I'm just like, I hope this doesn't think that I'm like some big fish now and gonna come after me.
Right.
So it's a little intimidating. So yeah, if there's sharks in the area, I'll probably stay on the boat. I don't think I would do a shark excursion, swim with the shark. We know what happened to that lady in the Bahamas,
Mm-hmm.
and and you know, I just yeah, I don't know. That one just kind of because you're completely in their environment. You're completely
Right.
out of your environment. So
And I'm kind of seal shaped like, so that doesn't make me feel any, here I am. But I've seen Snuffy the Seal on Shark Week. I know what happens.
oh
But
yeah,
when I
I
was
it, even way so when we did our Alaska and our naturalist that was on the ship was sharing what killer whales orcas do to seals, and it's pretty crazy when they start
pretty intense.
playing with a seal ping pong with their tails. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. I will tell you that you're talking about jumping out. So when we were on our cruise to Alaska, it was pretty awesome when we saw a whale breach, and I mean came way up and splashed down everything. Probably not further than 30 feet from the cruise ship. It was pretty
Wow.
awesome.
We had that
It was a
too
humpback.
when we were on the Alaska cruise in 2012. There was a male orca out there, and
I'll be right back. I'm
all
gonna
right,
go out just for a second.
no problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was a male orca that kept breaching, and they said that he was trying to attract a lady friend, and so he kept reaching up and down, and it was really cool to see. I have swim with sharks before, though. I When I was a teenager, we went to Maui, and there's it's like a crater that the wall has fallen, and it's called Malakini. And we had done an excursion there where we swam with like sea turtles in one area, and then we kind of went across, and then we were kind of like in this crater area, and there was some black is it black tip reef sharks. Tony will probably correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Black tip reef sharks down there, and that they were minding their own. They were way below us, didn't bother us at all. But what was I had a floral, like neon color floral bathing suit, and something kept pinching me, and I thought it was my dad, like just kind of like messing with me, like my shoulders, and on my back, and like it was fish. They were coming up and trying to like nibble, like because they saw the floral colors, and it was kind of cool. But and it was happening to my mom too, and actually all the people had kind of that kind of floral print, but it was kind of weird. I never thought about that. You wear bright colors, right, so they can see you in the water. They need to, but yeah, that was an experience, and they were beautiful, beautiful fish, angel fish and stuff.
It's funny how
Beautiful.
animals are attracted to certain colors because
Right.
bumblebees are attracted to yellow. So like there's been job sites where they make us wear the yellow vest, and if you're outside, the bees will swarm right to the yellow vests. So they
Wow.
had to take the yellow vests off and change them out to oranges.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness, could you imagine if you're allergic to bees?
Yeah, a bee sting is OSHA recordable.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I got speed by a yellow jacket on my arm. It just gave us that my arm just basically
Yep.
it hurt. I
I
mean,
I
yellow jacket. No, those are worse. I didn't know what it was, and then 30 minutes later, I look and say, "Man, my arm is growing. It's big." And then I had to go to the nurse. She said, "Oh yeah, you just got stung by a yellow jacket." And here, and what do you call those things when they leave? It's not a sticker, but it's the points. And she pulled it out. Oh, You know,
With
when
the
I was a
stinger.
teenager, it hurt sometimes different kind
Yeah.
of ways, but yeah, it hurt and it hurt for days.
I was stung by like some red wasp one time. They had a nest like in a birdhouse, and we didn't know when we were taking down the birdhouse. And oh boy, I found out when they stung my ear a couple times. And yeah, I haven't been stung in a long time, but I can tell you I don't want it to happen again.
No, I very do want to do that. It's just, so, uh, so y'all heard about that knucklehead that jumped overboard on the old Carver cruise ships
Yeah.
coming to Jacksonville, Florida. And basically, he just jumped off the ship. And, I mean, I just don't get it. Why would he? Why do people act like that and just blankly just jump off the ship? I just don't get it. I don't get that logic.
No,
Nope.
I don't either. And I mean, it's heartbreaking for the individual, the family, and the crew. They don't want that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. I think it's going to come to a point where eventually they're probably going to have the higher. I think Clock here mentioned this the other night. The higher plexiglass and stuff. We're not going to be able to see we're not going to feel the wind except for between like maybe a half-inch gap. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
On the front of the royal ships, there's a gap like that big in between the like on Adventure and Liberty of the Seas. There's plexiglass, and then there's a gap like that big, and then there's another plexiglass that goes up about, I guess 7 feet. Because I'm maybe 8 feet. So I'm 6 foot tall, and I got to put my arm up as high as I can with my gimbal in my hand to go over top of it.
Right. I don't know. It's sad. I feel for individuals that feel like they have to do that. And I just wish they would talk to somebody and know how much they're loved before they make decisions like that. I know if it's an accident, again, just being responsible and thinking it out. Like, I've seen parents have their kids up on the railings and stuff, and it's just like I feel nervous. So it's just kind of when you're on a cruise ship, just thinking smart and just taking that second thought of like, hey, I could actually fall in the water.
Randy
I
had a video about that the other day. Some kids sitting on the railing. Somebody says it may not have been true. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't watch the video.
I didn't watch the video either because like my mama heart gets kind of nervous, and
Yeah.
I saw the picture enough to know that it wasn't a good situation, whether it was this time or it was a long time ago. Either way, I'm hoping that nothing happened to him. Hi, Uncle Dave. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Cruising Scene. I hope you're doing well. All these are great channels, guys. If you're in my chat, it's #Nation. Please connect with each other. There are some hidden gems here. There are some great channels here. I've kind of called on a couple, but I'm going to call on Cruising Scene this time. When I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I used to go to a place called Windstar a lot. They've actually given me a free cruise. And she has some videos of some awesome wins at Windstar Casino. And it takes me back. It makes me wish I was there. She was playing Clock. You're a gambling guy. The bubble game, like where the bubbles come up and it makes the horn sound, and then if it lands on the wild, it goes to 6 bubbles or 9 bubbles.
It's a slot game?
Yes.
I'd have to. So I'm not a real slot player. This last couple cruises is the only time I really played slots. I know the Buffalo one, of course, because my wife loves that one.
She has the Buffalo one too. It was good. It was really good. Cruising Scene, make sure you're #Nation so they can go check out your videos. Hi, World Tour. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're just doing well. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. If I overlooked your comment, please let me know. Rock the Boat said at Traveling Check, just checked out the shark footage. Scary. Let's see. Warm Strong Adventures. Is your power back on? I was actually going to ask you that also, Bill. Oh, the chat jumped again. Hi, make this go viral. Hope you're doing well. See, I'm scrolling down just to kind of catch up. Warm Strongs. I feel that after Hurricane Ida was almost out for 3 weeks. Generators are good investment for sure. Oh, I'm guessing Warm Strong doesn't have his power back. I'm scrolling, guys. If you see me skip something, let me know. Nope, not yet. Bill doesn't have his power. Yeah, I would not be happy, especially in this heat. So I have to hop off in a little bit. I was just gonna have a quick pop up. I didn't see anybody else on. I know there's a great lineup starting about 6 my time. There's a comment here from Wall Jones. 1 in 4 Americans have some form of mental illness. A cruise ship is just a cross section of America. That's true. That is true. And I mean, I don't want to go too deep in this, but I feel like, how do I want to say it? Sometimes when you're in that situation, because of the things you're feeling, you may not realize that you are loved and that you matter. I just, that's why it's so key to be nice to everybody, especially here on YouTube. I feel like sometimes it's easy to not be the nice person and to say things that maybe it's our belief, but maybe it just doesn't need to be said, and because you don't know what somebody's going through. We're all friends. We're on YouTube. We only show what we want you to see, right, on YouTube, because you got to worry about other things too. But I'm just saying that sometimes it's just be a good person, be a kind person. If you see somebody on a cruise ship and they have a stroller or a mobility scooter, let them go on ahead. If you see somebody in the buffet line and they've got like 6 things, just go ahead and help them out. It doesn't hurt you to be a good person. It's free. And that's going to be my 2 cents on that. But I just feel like sometimes we can get caught up and worry about ourselves and our beliefs, and maybe we don't think about what we say and how we say things comes across to other people, and how it can negatively impact them and our reputation. So that's, again, I just feel like 1 in 4 people are going through something, probably higher than that if we really looked. And just be a good person. I'm gonna ask Clock again to say something about our Saturday show, and then Clock, I'll assist, but you say it so well.
So starting this Saturday, 6 to 9 p.m., we're doing a show to feature small channels. The criteria is less than 1,000 subscribers. So if you are a small channel, less than 1,000 subscribers, send us an email and we may feature you on a future show. This week is set, but we're planning on doing it once a month. This will be the first show, so we may change some stuff up on the next one, have more people, or go longer. I can't speak for the rest of the group, but that's some options. And the what else was I going to say? So it's going to be 3 hours, 1 hour per channel. We're going to bring you up, do a little interview with you, and let the audience ask some questions. And that way they can learn a little bit more about yourself and about your channel. Sometimes the smaller channels have never done any lives, so it gives them a little bit of exposure on a live. And they have some people to talk to while they're doing it. So it makes it a lot easier. Plus, topics are the main thing. So the first time I went live, I didn't have any topics. I still don't have any topics when I go live, and I look like
Same.
I don't know what I'm doing. And I just fly by the seat of my pants.
Yes.
So with this format, you'll have some questions. You'll have some things to interact with. You'll have some people in the audience to talk to. So it'll make it go by pretty fast. So an hour is going to go by pretty fast. Normally, if you have a couple people in here, that's why we do these long lives for hours, because you get in there and you get talking to people and the time flies by pretty fast. So be 3 hours, 1 hour per channel. You'll do your hour, then the next channel will come up. They'll do their hour, then the next channel, and so forth. So if you're interested, please shoot me an email. I'll put it in the chat real quick.
I'm ready to grab it when you drop it. And I remember our first time going live was on Z Show. He gave us that opportunity to get comfortable. Cruising is fun anytime. They reached out to us and sent us questions. And guys, y'all should have seen how nervous I was. I asked Andrew, like, this shirt. What about my hair? Like, what if they, we had Chloe running around, like, oh my gosh, what if she like knocks things over when we're live? Well, what was that, about a year ago? Well, no, yeah, probably about December, October. And then now y'all get to hear Chloe knocking things over, and I'm like, yeah, she'll be all right. Sometimes you see me like with my hair up and, yeah. So you get more comfortable. I'm still not comfortable. If you watch the beginning of this show before Bruce came and saved me, I'm like, what do I talk about? But I'm trying my best to learn lives, and this, it's never easy for me. But again, we put ourselves out here. I just think that channels, they need that opportunity like we were given. And then I can go on the list of Warm Strong Adventures yesterday. Amazing guy. Let me come on, talk about topics of cruising with kids, and just was such a kind soul, told people to come into my chat. I mean, just things like that are just what is amazing. And so we want to give everybody that opportunity. And we want you to find new friends, new subscribers, new channels to watch. There are some great channels out here, some small channels, and they're great. Hi, Bruce. Did you hear me rambling? Sorry, buddy.
No, I had you muted. I just did another booking, so.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, didn't hear what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No problem. No worries.
My wife
Bruce
still does not like going live.
She's so good at it.
Hey, you know what though? Cindy does not either. She gets so stressed as we are coming to, and she's doing like breathing exercise and everything just as the countdown's happening. She's like, okay, here we go.
Right. Well, I'm telling you, I stutter and I say things. I go back and watch my lives and I try to like pick up on things I maybe could improve on. And then each time I go live again, I'm back to that same, like, don't touch your hair. It is what it is, guys. I'm sorry.
Cindy really, and this is part of her being a manager and all that, but she makes us make sure that we have a written down itinerary that she can see, and that we have the bullet points, and that we do not divert off of those bullet points.
Well, that's
whenever you see her hitting me with the damn it doll, that's because I'm diverting off of the bullet points.
That's how Andrew and I thought we were going to be. And then if you know us, you just know we're chaos anyway. So what you see on live is what you see at our house. So there's that.
I enjoy chaos.
You do? Oh, you're going to love cruising with us because we're 100% chaos. Like, not drama chaos. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference. But I like having the bullet points. I like having the itinerary to kind of keep us in track. But I also like to just, I will go off on tangents. I will go off in different areas. So she does a good job to keep me on track. So I love it when she is on live with me. But she gets stressed about it too. So
she's such an amazing person.
Thank you. I think so. I think she's pretty awesome.
So I'm going to say hello to Together We Travel. I hope you're doing well. I think I waved a second ago, but Law Jones, yes. First, be kind. Please be kind to each other. You don't know what people are going through.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for Saturday night. Here's the originator of our connecting event on Saturday. Cindy sounds like me, Bruce.
Oh, yeah, Bill. It's kind of funny, but I'm that way too. I mean, I get nervous. You know, especially when I mean, that people even want to watch us. But then when I'm seeing the numbers up around 30 and 35 people watching us, it's like, what are we going to do if we grow the channel and we have 100 or 200 in the live? That's going to be crazy.
You will have a heart attack like I did a couple of months ago. When you see 13,000 and you think the YouTube is broke, yeah. That was one of the best days and the worst days at the same time. That 10.5-hour marathon, I'm still blown away. And then I look at it again and say, what was I thinking?
Right.
What was I thinking? So, but yeah, it's a learning experience. And speaking for like almost a year, I have ups and downs, and you learn every day you do a live. Or every day you go on YouTube, you learn something every day.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun.
And I challenge myself to learn new things. I challenge myself to, like Andrew used to do our editing. I didn't know anything about editing. I went to learn that. I look at somebody doing something cool on a video and I'm like, okay, how did they do that? Like, again, self-taught. So you're not perfect, but we're on YouTube. Go on YouTube to watch videos.
Yeah, that's so much of what I learned, because no matter what editing software you're using, there's someone out there that's putting videos out there about that software.
100%.
Yes.
So, if I'm trying to figure out something, I'll type it in the search, because we moved over. We were using, for the first couple of years, we were using Adobe Premiere Pro, and we switched over now to Power Director, because Power Director just seems to be more user friendly.
That's what we use.
And but now that I'm doing Power Director, I have to relearn, because I was learning Adobe Premiere Pro, and so now I have to relearn. But I'll just put something in the search engine, and something will come up that shows me how to do it. So.
Actually, Traveling Check is going through the same thing as you, because he had Adobe Premiere, and then we were talking about how we use Power Director, and so I think he switched to that. But there's that learning curve on anything, and again, I'm learning every day with YouTube. It's some days when I think I figured it out, it's the algorithm changes, or there's a sound issue with our video. It's always going to be something. And so my advice to the new channels, if you're watching and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to email Clock, just come and ask us questions. I guarantee you, we've all been there. We've messed up footage. We've put a video out and it was like, well, that was not my best, but it got a bunch of views. And we put a piece of art out and it got no views. And we've done a short and nobody watched it. And you put another short out and it gets like 5,000 views. And you're like, it was the same video. What happened here? I mean,
well, yeah, it's crazy where, for instance, the series that we're doing right now, which is the panorama, I'm not really watching the views, but I looked at them the other day to see how they're doing, and it blew me away, because our first one of Embarkation, we have 8,000 views on that, and then we have, and then the next one we have 800 something, but then the next one we have almost 2,000 views, and so you just never know which ones are going to hit with people.
Yeah.
You just never know. So I always go. There's a guy that I watch a lot. His name is Cannell. I don't know if you guys know him. He has media something. I don't know. He teaches everything about YouTube. He has a group of people, and they teach you everything about going live and all sorts of stuff. And I always go with the one cat, because you always try to do everything right. And but he always says just hit record and do it. You'll get better at it, but don't worry about being perfect.
Right.
Just hit record.
I've got a Nassau video here I've been working on for 4 weeks, and I'm so frustrated with it. And I just told Andrew the other day, I was like, I'm just gonna drop it and get it out of the queue, and just be done. Like the sound, the construction sound, like I'm just so frustrated with it. And there's other videos that I feel like I could be doing, but it's like this is kind of the end of our May trip, and it's like I just want to be done because it doesn't really make sense to drop it 6 months from now. So anyways, that's where I'm at on that. So if you haven't seen a video from us in 4 weeks, it's because I'm extremely frustrated with it. But
I know. I always get frustrated when it comes to editing. That's why, sometimes it's like, I think we were a couple weeks between our last 2 videos I uploaded, but I'm working on our next one now because I'm trying to do better. But I'm getting frustrated with that one because now, as I'm going through all the clips, I realized I'm missing footage. And so you're trying to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to put this together now? Because I've already deleted everything out of my camera because I thought I had everything uploaded. And so it's just like, so this one's going to be a little bit different because it's probably going to be a lot more of me just showing stuff and then doing the talking through it, doing the talk voiceover. So
that's what
a
Andrew.
little frustrating, but it is what it is. We're still in a big learning process, and as everyone is, you're always learning and
Always learning.
always.
You
learning.
know, one of the things of being a content creator, sometimes you'll get burnt out. And that's why I'm trying new stuff. Like this week, day 4 of working out. One of the reasons I'm working out because I had to get ready to go on a cruise. And that is a big Excel class ship. And what Cheryl told me about the celebration, her feet were killing her because how big the ship is. So that makes me say, man, well, I need a lot of work to do. So yeah, the 4 days of incredible workout, I had to cut my calorie intake, that's the worst. Because especially when you're working out, you got to exceed your calorie, like how much you eat. You can't be more than 1,000 calories a day. And then you work out, and that's when you work out, most of your fat turns into energy, and it helps you lose the weight like that. So I'm learning how to do that. So try to go do at least 30 days of that and see what the process is. But yeah, and other than that, if I have like 3 channels, so I'm doing something fresh every day. And like Jennifer says, it is a process. You got to learn stuff every day. Like yesterday, I went on to a tech show to show how to set up your network correctly and know the difference between you using your Wi-Fi and your hardline, Internet 5. I call it Internet 5. It's the cable. It's the fastest right now. And it's a direct connection to my PC. So, Jennifer, you were there when I first started doing the live. My laptop was a piece of junk. It would drop. It would freeze. So, yeah, it's a wonderful process when you being a content creator. And when I got to 1,000, I think, were you on there when I got my 1,000 subscribers and I didn't know?
Jennifer? Yeah, I was on the panel with you.
I had no clue. So when I hit that, I said, "Oh my God!" I felt good, and then it was the day right after my birthday, so I did that was thing. But yeah, especially if you're a content creator, you gotta try something different. Try to stay on topic, like Jennifer said. I try to stay on topic, but things happen. Anyways, especially when you're going on the cruise, you gotta get ready, you gotta get motivated. That is the thing for me, especially when I'm working out. By the way, working out every weekday at 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern Time. I'll do a basically warm up and then do free weights, and then the last 30 or 45 minutes try to do the bicycle. Yeah, it's kicking my
Keep
butt.
trying, Z. I mean, keep trying. Like, you got to start somewhere. And
Yeah, I'm not giving up.
yeah.
It's
Well,
good.
I'm getting close to ending this. So, Bruce, I'm going to start with you since you were so amazing to Z. I started with Z. Z, you just talked about all your channels and all your morning show stuff. So, Bruce, can you real quick highlight your channel and what you've got going on? If you want to do a quick rundown of group cruises,
All
anything
right.
you
Well,
want.
we are Ocean to Ocean Travel, and we are uploading. We have a couple more left, but we are uploading our Mexican Riviera cruise series right now. I was glad to get that one done. Once we're done with that, until the booze cruise that we have coming up in October, I'm going to be doing some tip videos and different types of videos like that. And so we've got that going on. We do go live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. West Coast, 8 p.m. Central. And so we do that every Tuesday night. Most of the time, my wife Cindy is on with us. It's a lot better when she is. But we've got that going on. We have a ton of group cruises going on right now. So if anyone is interested in going on a cruise, and especially if you don't want to cruise by yourself and you'd like to go with a group of people, we have a lot of group cruises right now going on. I would talk about the booze cruise, but it is sold out 100%, and so you can't do that one. We do have an awesome cruise in December. It's not really a group cruise, but there's some great people going on it on December 30th, out of Galveston on the Carnival Jubilee. Embarkation Nation is going to be on that one, and we've got Cruise Vet is going to be on that one, and a few other ones. So it's going to be a great cruise. Wanda with Cruising for Food is going to be on that one. Mike with the Naughty Cruiser is going to be on that one. So that's going to be a great one. Next year, we've got Sea Lake Journeys. If you haven't seen their channel, they have an awesome channel. And they have a group cruise going on in May 19th of next year out of Miami on the Norwegian Breakaway. And so that's going to be a great cruise. And we've got, I just pulled some more cabins into that one. So we've got some room if anyone wants to join us. But we've already got a good group going on that one. And then we've got Mike Clock. He's actually got 2 group cruises going. He's got September 13th, 2024 and September 16th, 2024. So the 13th is a 3-day cruise. The 16th is a 4-day cruise on the Royal Caribbean's newest ship at that time, the Utopia of the Seas. It's going to be a wonderful cruise. We've got some great rates. We've got some rooms blocked. There's going to be some activities. There'll be stuff going on. It's going to be a great time. These ones are booking up really nice, and so there's a lot of good people going on that one. And then Eddie Lugo with Eddie Lugo Studios or Alice Lugo Studios
I think it's Alice.
has a group cruise going on in October of next year, October 29th, out of Tampa, Florida, on the Carnival Paradise. And so that's going to be a wonderful day over Halloween. Want to do a Halloween and dress up in a costume and everything. It's going to be a great cruise. That's a 6-day cruise. And then, even though I'm not really a part of it right now, but he's not in the chat anymore. But Down Under Cruisers have a group cruise going in January of 2025 out of Sydney, Australia. It's a 14-day cruise. That is a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. And so that's a great one. You can get a hold of Crystal at Destination Delights for that one, and she can get you booked on that. And then we have a group cruise in June 19th or June 15th. I'm sorry, June 15th of 2025 to Alaska on the Norwegian Encore. That is also a helping hand for cruising group cruise. We've got some really good rates for Alaska, and we've got some cabins, so get a hold of me and we can do that. Embarkation Nation is going on that group cruise. Clock Family Adventures, Mike and Ricky and their daughter are going on that group cruise. And there's Cruising is Fun for Anytime. Jeremy and Cheryl are going on that group cruise. So it's going to be a great group cruise also. So there are a lot of options, and there's other ones out there also. But we've got a lot of things going on. So if you're interested in going on a cruise and don't want to go by yourself, there are a lot of options to be able to go with some great people. And sorry I took up so much of your time, but there you go.
No. And then we're going to
shut up once I get going. So I apologize.
Yeah. And then we're going to end with you, Clock. And Clock, I want you to specify how many hours you need and what you've got going on so we can all go and support you.
I need 72 hours for full monetization. So if anybody wants to run a playlist or whatever, I'd appreciate it. And as far as lives, or you can just come out to the live tomorrow. We're going to do a live with Destination Fun at 5:30, I believe it is. And then I'll be on with Eddie Lugo Studios at 10 p.m. like normal. And then my normal live will be on Sunday with the wife. So I'll have to
So let's get Clock to this finish line. Let's get him monetized. His channel's amazing. He's a great friend of ours. I know, Ricky's a great friend of mine. I'm just kidding, Clock. But let's get them monetized. Please support them this week. And I think that's how I'm going to end the show is go follow Clock and make sure you're watching. Bye, everybody. I hope you're nice to everybody on YouTube and have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.